This is Tahj from Lavish and Luxury Clothing. Shout out to Jersey, shout out to Marlboro, shout out to everybody. But definitely shout out to Fieldmatic Music. You're watching Fieldmatic TV. Stay tuned.
Hey everybody, it's Jayla from Fieldmatic Music, and we're here with Tahj from Lavish and Luxury Clothing.
It's good, it's good.
So we're just going to talk a little bit about what he's got going on. Let me ask you a few questions. Alright, so tell me a little bit about your brand.
Lavish and Luxury Clothing, it's basically something that was established by me and my partner, Marshall. Shout out to him too. It's just something we always just felt always been complimented by people asking about where we get our gear from, or I dress fresh or whatever, this and that. And we was like, you know what, we might as well just come together and just build a brand. There's a lot of people that really don't take advantage of people that they get compliments from. You think about it, I thought about it like this. You got 15 people a day giving you compliments on what you got on, right? If you charge each person $25 for every compliment that you get,
that's just money.
Just think about that. Exactly. That's instant revenue.
So it was basically just out of the blue, let's just see what happens.
Yeah, it wasn't we wasn't really in it to just get famous or none of that. It was just basically how about we just make clothes for me and our friends that rock, people that we know to wear. You know
so
what I'm saying?
for you and your friends, and then it turned into.
And then it just and people just started, other people just started feeling it. So it's cool.
Okay, so what inspires you?
Main thing honestly that inspires me is just probably my family, just to get up and just to see my mom get up every night and go to work, you know what I'm saying, working those long hours, and just seeing her grind. It just made me it just gave me the ambition to really just get up and yo, I can I need to do something else. I always did school, everyone does school. Everyone has a regular job. But I feel you look at it this, even doctors work overtime. You know what I'm saying? So I feel I need to do something else, and something that I'm gonna love, and something that I'm really gonna want to do. So I was we might as well just do this whole clothing thing.
Okay. Name a few designers you are influenced by.
Ooh.
Might be a lot.
Yeah, when honestly, it's gonna date back to when I was younger. We're gonna talk about I'm really inspired by the Carl Kanaj of the world. You know what I'm saying, the FUBU. Then we can talk a little high fashion, make some Margiela, and then we can get into my favorite designer ever. I might catch some slack for this, but I always do. Tommy Hilfiger, hands down, he always made ill products. And you think about it, when he was coming up, he made it, and he came out when Polo was just really crashing the boards. He really made a lot of people reverse their style and just go into the Tommy Hilfiger wave. I'm really me, another one more streetwear brand that I'm really always been my favorite. I'm gonna wear it on top of my clothes regardless. Every day, I always got some type of Supreme gear on, or Bape, Supreme and Bape. My phone case is Bape, you know what I'm saying? And Supreme, since day one, it will always be. So those are my brands right there.
So street style mixed with high-end fashion and
definitely
old style, new style.
Definitely.
Okay. And what sets you apart from other designers?
Something that I think sets me and my partner from other designers is that it's just honestly I feel it's just organic. We drop stuff, when we drop our product, it's not really yo, we about to just really try to take over the streets, just drop something that's going to take over the world, or just get famous. I want this to be on TV. Nah, it's just mainly about just happening organically.
So it's personal.
Yeah, it's
just
personal.
Business.
I'm not I feel personally I feel some people drop stuff that they wouldn't even wear. We just feel other people wear. I'm not gonna put nothing out that I wouldn't wear. So mainly that's why I feel separates us from other people, is just because of the fact that we just put our stuff out there for us and our friends, and our peoples, and other people feel it.
And if other people just so happen to go along with it and buy the stuff.
Exactly. Never really pressured for the bread.
Okay, that's nice. Tell me about your collaboration with Saki.
I can say like shout out to Saki and shout out to Wells, West A Life, all that. The thing is with Rasaki, like the collab is coming. I'll tell you that much. That's one of my. It's still in the works. That's my boy right there. That's my little bro right there. Like for real. Like we just did like some little photo shoot the other day. We was wearing our regular gear, like, and then we was rocking our lines or whatever, and like it was just on like a little Polaroid disposable camera type of joint. And we just always just come together with like creative minds. We always got the same idea, you know. And like the collaboration is going to be crazy. So
it's not in fine print yet. It's not release date.
There's no release date. But I'm just telling you, like, this, look out for it, because it's gonna like, it's definitely gonna pop. And it's definitely gonna be very, very rare. Like everyone not gonna be able to get their hands on it. I'd say that much.
So it's something to look forward to.
Definitely.
Okay. This one's a good one. Where do you see yourself in 5 years or 10 years or both?
Damn. Put like this. In 5 years, well, I gotta go to grad school. You know, I'm an anthropology major, so I gotta do like, I graduate next fall, and then I'm trying to go to grad school. My main goal is to go to school in Miami, but like worst come to worst, I'll go to school up in New York to like stay in tune with the fashion thing or whatever. And 5 years from now, like I said, I see myself teaching. That's something like still into the fashion design, like regardless, that's my main goal is really to teach. I'm gonna put this degree to work. Like I'm not just going, you know.
So you're not just throwing it all the way for fashion.
Exactly.
You are still working on your whole career base and then just adding fashion on.
Exactly. I was always told like to have something to fall back on, you know. And the fashion thing just came about. Like we haven't even been out for a year yet, and it's popping and it's flowing and you're getting the connections and all that already. And like, so definitely, so I say like 5 years from now, I'll probably be teaching and probably coaching football. And then like 10 years, damn, like I see myself more than likely like still having my company, you know, flowing well, like good manufacturers, have people working for me. I'm trying to, you know, I'm trying to put my feet up a little bit. Eventually, of course, just be the boss and just target, just pinpoint certain things. And like, I want to start a store. Like I just always wanted to get a store back in my hometown, Long Branch. Shout out to Long Branch, of course. And like back in the Monmouth County area to like really just put people on game. Like I could always understand like a lot of people from my area was always slow when it came to like fashion and it came to like, you know, like music, all of that. Like, and I just never really understood that. But a lot of people don't know how to take advantage of what they have in front of them, such as like social networks and you know, like I've been on this since like MySpace heavy, like just in the streets of New York, just in, you know, into the Cali, into the down south, into the Atlanta field, into all those different fields. And like, so what I want to do is develop a store to take kids out the street, that they can work in a little clothing store. We sell music, you know what I mean, like sell little CDs or records or whatever you want to call it, and sell like I would say high fashion streetwear brands, and also help like upcoming brands as well.
So like affordable, but
affordable at the same time, good quality, and you know, like very rare stuff. Like everyone's not gonna have it. Like, you know, you see come in, you see it on a rack. That just might be the only one we have. You know what I mean? So that's kind of like, that's why I see myself in like 10 years just chilling on that.
Okay. And have you produced any collections?
Personally right now.
Well, since you say you just started a year ago.
Yeah,
so.
we had like, at first we put out the regular logo tee. Like we had logo tees, and they sold out in like 6 hours. Like due to Instagram. Shout out to Instagram, I love you. For real. Love Instagram. Just through Instagram, we made like 25 tees, they just sold fast. Then we made the leopard print little baseball tees just to get our name out there a little bit more. And those took off, like, I'm not gonna lie, they took off fast. And we made them very limited. 25 with the red sleeves, 25 with the black sleeves. And then we dropped the Rise of Sunday or whatever, like the one I got on right now.
The one you have on right now?
Very rare product.
Is anything on the back?
Nah, just regular, it's just plain. And it comes with sleeves, I just cut my sleeves off.
Okay, crazy.
Yeah, and the first legit collection is coming out. It's called the Live Lavish collection, and it's basically we call it the Live Lavish collection because it's only black and white. You add your own color to it, you add your seams to it, and one of the things that we incorporated in it was champagne bottles. Like us being like college kids, you know, like we drink 40s. You know, we drink probably like the cheap alcohol. At the most, when we live in Lavish, we got a bottle of rosé, one bottle. You know what I mean? And actually being able to probably go to Applebee's, go to Fridays, is us living lavish. You know what I mean? For us, so what I did with the whole gist of it is like add the champagne bottles to the sleeve. You know what I mean? Just to show like just to show kids like, you know, at the end of the day, your clothes can define like your clothes can almost describe your mentality. You know what I mean? So you can see somebody like walking around like one. I'm gonna rewind that. One thing that I always think about is what Pharrell always said, like his quote, like wealth is of the mind, and wealth is of the mind, and body not the pocket, something like that.
Wealth is in the mind, not the pocket.
Something like that. We could chop that away. But yeah, I always thought about what Pharrell said in his whole quote regarding basically you can be poor, you can not have money, but you can have a rich mindset. You know what I mean? And that type of stuff can push a person. You know what I mean? Like you can buy a T-shirt for $30, $25 on CT with champagne bottles on it. You know what I mean? And people gonna look at you like, okay, like he
like, okay, how much did that?
Yeah, like how much did that cost him? Or like he got that type of mentality that he wanted to get money. And when I see somebody that want to get money, I'm automatically gonna give them that respect, like instantly. So that's the Live Lavish collection with a little snapback with
and how long is that to be expected?
That's coming really soon, within like the next month and a half, you know, because you just gotta get a couple kinks out, you know, and the way we respect the releases is gonna be like extravagant, you know, and very, very rare. 25 hats, 25 shirts, no more, no less.
Okay. All right. I was on your Instagram and I noticed the numbers 555 repeatedly on your clothing. So what does that represent? Okay,
the 555, it represents some really, really positive things in life. Like, I'm gonna just count it down: scholarship, leadership, citizenship, fidelity, and brotherhood. If you think about those all 5 things, it's something that you really should apply to your life and to, like, you know, everything that you do. And you should just think about those things. That should be like one of your drives right there. And the reason I use 3 5s is like, I feel like I should abide by it, you should abide by it, and we should abide by it. So it's you, me, us. That's what the 3 5 stand for. You know what I mean?
Okay. So is that something that you will have like on all your pieces and put like a little hidden accent to it?
If it's not, like, I'll put it like that. If it's not actually on the piece, it will be 15 pieces put out. You know what I mean? Like, it's going to, the 555 will definitely
always be
influenced in some type of way.
Okay. And what are your current forms of advertisement?
As of right now, I can say like my main form of just putting stuff out is just like Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and then I got like, you know, I got people out, like people wearing my stuff, you know, so I got like a good friends that, you know, like, let's check out my boys' clothing line, check out our clothing line. My partner also has people that, you know,
take shots with the
exactly take shots with, just repost it on Instagram. And then like I feel like I know some people will want to put their stuff on like celebrities, more like celebrities wear it, that's cool. But I feel like if you can't market yourself, you can't market your clothes. You know what I mean? Like, so what I do is I just go out and I just get up and I just get out there. The city, whether it's New York, whether it's Philadelphia, whether I'm going to Atlanta, whether I'm going to Texas, like I'm going to South by Southwest this year, just to get my name out. I feel like once you get your name out, people will respect what you do more.
So you're just working
all the time? Heavy, all the time. Fraternity stuff, you ain't talking about fraternity stuff, we're talking about clothing line, we're talking about marketing myself, we're talking about just hustling, you know, just a grind, like all times.
Okay. And how exclusive are your pieces? Do you ever re-release any of your products?
Never. I know a lot of people come at me about those baseball tees with the leopard print. I will not release them. I told people this from the beginning. Like, get it now. I don't lie. One thing I don't do is lie. And I will tell people, if you don't buy it now, it will never, ever drop again. So everything I have, you will never see it again. No ifs, ands, or buts. Like, you will have to see it on eBay if you want it, or you ain't buying it from me.
And the purpose of that is for what?
The purpose of that is basically because I look at what I like. You know, I like rare products, and like I got into like Jordans and like different kicks, and I saw like, okay, like if you had the originals, you know, if you had that original piece, like you was stunting, like definitely, and then you had the little retro, and I'm like, you know, like the quality always goes down. There's something about it that's not as good as the original. So I'm like, you know, I wouldn't even want to do that. If I'm not gonna wear the retro, why would I even retro my clothes? Like, why would we even retro our stuff? Like, it's not what's gonna point.
So you're doing that just to keep it exclusive.
Definitely.
Okay. And what advice do you have for aspiring fashion designers?
Some words of advice I have is just like, make sure everything is organic. Honestly, like, if you're gonna have to try really hard and show that you're trying hard, there's no point in doing it. Like, your stuff can be so basic and so clean. Like, everything we drop is so basic, and people just like it. Like, if you don't like it, more power to you. I'll guarantee you, and I'll mark my words, I guarantee you, everything we drop, it'll be at least some pieces that you like, regardless. And just keep that. Just think about that. Like, if you wouldn't wear it, why put it out? That's what I give. That's the advice I give anybody that's really trying to get into the fashion game.
Okay. And where can your fan base find out more about you and your work?
You can follow me on Instagram at lost_NIN_1997. You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter as well.
Same name for both?
Yeah, same name for both. Along with at Lavish and Luxury Clothing on Instagram as well. We don't got no Twitter or none of that. That's it. Just strictly Instagram right now.
Instagram for now.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and we got a website. lavishandluxury.bigcartel.com.
That's where you could purchase your.
That's where you can purchase the items at.
So is there anything out there right now?
As of right now, we have the Rising Sun hoodies on, and we also have the pre-order for the Live Lavish snaps, and the pre-orders are moving pretty fast. We only dropped in 25, and we probably got like 12 pre-orders already. So we're gonna have to cut it off like pretty soon, but within like the next day or so.
Okay. All right. Well, that's about it. Thank you for taking the time to answer some questions.
Thank you.
It was nice meeting you. And that's it.